Good morning, guys, and welcome to Ipan Smart Racing today. Greyville Poly Track, and in the sport we are on hot form. We had three Yankees yesterday published: 12 to 1, 14 to 1, and 9 to 1, and all three of them had a 100% record. But let's have a look at today. And in the first, Michael Miller is first and second rated, and not much to go by in the form of how many runs they've had, and there's also quite a few first timers, one of them being Kum Naidu and Arthur Marcus on Royce Iceberg. So no betting proposition race for me here, but I do think Michael Miller, Arnhem Land and Ono Kalani is my first two. Bit of a roughie to consider for me is the only runner, Yara Singh, firm decision with the 4 kilo Appy claim on Car Brewer. And on top of that, he also gets blinkers fitted today, and he's been gelded. So it's an only runner for Singh, blinkers fitted, gelded, 4 kilos Appy claim, and Car Brewer has a 100% place record. Now currently 15 to 1 for a place on firm decision, maybe worth a nibble to run into the top 3, or even a 7 to 1 for top 4. Moving on, second race, and here we've got a green in the form of Candy Galore. It is a Felicia Mays 90, and he does have 4 lengths on Freedom Seeker. He has had the most runs, 23 runs, but that's not a whole lot of runs, and it is a Felicia Mays 90. So Phillies for Candy Galore is my first choice, then Freedom Seeker second choice, and then the two Candace Dawson runners have Stell and Eskimo Kisses. Both have to be considered because they got strong runners in the form of LJ Ferraris and Warren Kennedy on these two. So I wouldn't be surprised if Herstel ends up the favorite and Eskimo Kisses ends up winning. That's been the norm in KZN recently. Yesterday again. Yeah, it's actually quite sad, but it happens all the time. Yesterday you could see it yet again, a 60-10 favorite, Lazanne Forbes, and the stablemate wins at 12 to 1 back into 6 to 1. And the day before that, Greyville as well, was Michael Roberts with the exact same story. So it happens all the time. So when there is some stable companions in the race, definitely also keep that in mind. In the third race, greedy in the form of Simply Complicated, I do have question marks surrounding Shane Humby's only runner, and Ryan Munger is now the confirmed jockey. Blinkers also fitted. He does have 6 lengths on the bat, 42, 84 and 168 form. So the only question mark here is, does he also do as well over the distance? And then Princess Tiana is the best adjusted time. As you can see, 100 on the adjusted time. Others to consider in the form of roughies for me: Papillon at 14 to 1, blinkers fitted now, and the 4 kilo Epiclaim, and Koala with Frank Robinson. The stable's been in really good form. Does have the best exact course and distance bat CD, which is not great because it's 35.04 lengths worse than the standard in maiden. But yeah, being KZN and the way KZN's been running, anything is possible. In the fourth race, here I've gone for a bit of a roughie in the form of Lunar Prospector as my first choice. He does have 15 greenie points, which is quite nice, 35% to win on greenie points from 12 P-Stat races in the maiden plate 1700. Does have the best bat, 42, but not by a lot, maybe just 1 length to Sergey, and only 3 lengths to Mr. Pagali, and I think those 3 is probably the 3 strongest options, and this race you might just get away with only those 3. Lunar Prospector for the upset, and Sergey and Mr. Pagali. In the fifth race, here Alison Wright has the first and the second top 2, and then I also like A Whole New World with Cole Hewitson and Brewer. Now there's flames on Alison Wright with Stradom and flames on Alison Wright with Dickens. So there's intent on both of them. They are both very low on the bats. The only one that can compete with them on the bats is Sovereign Soldier. And then the other choice, overall ranking the best with Bomb 84 the best, A Whole New World. Almost saying that for you. So that's my first 4. Royce, Psycho, A Whole New World, Euphoric and Sovereign Soldier. The favourite's Theravada, so maybe just throw him in because Dennis Bosch yesterday did the same. He had a favourite in the form of Fever. It didn't come as rated, but he still won on it, so still worth to give him a go. Maybe Captain Turk is one that can do anything coming back from a little bit of a rest. The trainer Andre Nel is in really good form. In the sixth race, Burning Wings is a greeny year, but the two Gareth van Sale runners is both interesting for me. Prince Kresh, only runner for Eric Ngwane. Now it gets the blinkers taken off, and it does have some very hidden bat 84 form 125 as well as the best bat curve. Best adjusted time, best median speed, 16 to 1, worth including it in all your bets. And then Fly the Coop, the stablemate. It could also be that Fly the Coop gets backed into favourite here with Arthur Marcus on board, and then Prince Kresh wins with Eric Ngwane on board. But yeah, the greenie on the algorithms is Burning Wings, and he does have a 6 lengths better bat figure than Here Comes the Rain and Northern Warrior, and a 1.25 better than the 16 to 1 Prince Kresh. A bit of a roughie there, 16 to 1 Prince Kresh with the blinkers removed. In the seventh, here we have State of Mind, So They Say, Umzunduzi and Ice Imperial, as well as Bright Out Girl, that all quite close together in the ratings, and I think any of those five can really win here. So 6, 3, 4, 2, 7 and 5 for me. And then in the lucky last, Give Me a Rainbow and Superior Leader is my first two choices. Then my third choice and fourth choice is two Lisanne Forbes runners, and we saw yesterday what Lisanne Forbes can do to the public. So 20 to 1 and 8 to 1 both have to go in. The 11 and the 7, Don't Touch Me in Sanctity, and then only runner for Tony Rivalant as Mama's Boy with one of only two for Agrella is another one to consider. So in the pick 6, 10, 3, 7, 11 and 5. I've done my exotics here at the bottom. That's it from me guys. Till tomorrow. Have a great day.